out these niggas pocket watching, they like what he pay. Bad like Beyonce, sipping lemonade. What the dude say they can't do because a nigga mad. I know they praying on my downfall.
You tired of ripping packs, wasting money, not getting anything in return? Well, visit buymuckcoins.com and use promo code Jmell for 10% off to get the God Squad you always wanted. What it do with y'all boys? We back with another. We back with the part 2 of the story time, man. I'm not even gonna hold y'all boys up. Back with the part 2. If y'all did not see part 1, I'm not even gonna go over it. This is basically what happened last video. Okay, that was weird. So I'm like, so now I'm digging deeper. So I go to her friends list. He's on her friends list. So now I'm starting to think, is this nigga Cindy? So now we here, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we gonna get to the part 2. If y'all love these story time, make sure y'all destroy the like button. All my real supporters, y'all know what time it is. Love all y'all boys. Noti gang, I'm pretty sure the notification squad already went crazy in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I love them boys, you know what I'm saying? They really like, that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's supporters and it's real supporters. Like, they, no matter what, they want to see you succeed no matter what. They not gonna be like, only play Madden, only do this, only do that. They just want to see you grow, period. You feel me? No matter what you do, you know what I'm saying? So love all y'all too, man. Now we back with the part 2. So basically we left off with me wondering in my head, was this Brandon? Basically, I'm saying in my head, was this dude really the, was he really that Cindy girl? You feel me? So we get into the locker room and I'm sitting in there. I'm sitting in the locker room. Like I said, I heard them talking. He was like, he talking to this girl named Cindy. So I get back home. It's like a week or 2 weeks before Christmas break. So we still had school for like the next week. And I'm like, I'm just wondering to myself, I was sitting in my room, I'm like, hold up, something seems fishy. They all of a sudden dating, something being weird. I don't really get it. Like, they wasn't dating. I'm like, they all of a sudden talking. He's talking about he talking to the girl. So I just decided to message her about it. I'm like, yo, this dude in my school said like y'all was talking. What's up with that? What's up? What is up? You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I'm coming straight to you with the facts. You feel me? And she was like, oh no, I mean, he added me as a friend, but that was it. We just friends. So I'm like, all right. And like I said, I'm not even trying to talk to this girl, like talk or get too deep. Like I said, she sounded like a little Rick Ross. She was like, you know what I'm saying? Even like talking on the phone with her, she was just always, her voice didn't sound like how she matched. Like she looked like an Ariana Grande Jr., but she sounded like a, like, oh, but it sounded like that Rick Ross had a daughter, you know what I'm saying? So that's really how it sounded. Like, not necessarily like Rick Ross, but like she will always end her sentence with a heavy breath, like you know what I'm saying? So that was like really weird to me, like really weird. Most people were catfishes, because like I said, Snapchat didn't really exist. Snapchat wasn't around. So I'm like, I'm gonna ask this girl to send me a picture of herself, not too much ass. Send me a picture of you with my name in it. You know, pick Jmell, J-A-M, you know what I'm saying? Put my name in it. That's all you had to do. Pick Mel on a freaking piece of paper and show that piece of paper. That's all she had to do. That's all I asked. She was like, you know what? This is just really getting tired and like irritating. Like, you asked me to do this to prove myself every day. Like, I just want to have a normal conversation some days. Like, this is really getting irritating. She's like, you know what? Like, I'll send it, but like, I'm really done talking to you after this. I don't want to be, because what's it gonna be tomorrow? You gonna ask me to show me a picture of my feet or da-da-da-da-da-da-da? She just started going rambling, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what, this girl, low-key, she had a point, because, you know what I'm saying, imagine if a girl was talking to me, like, there's no way, you're not that YouTuber, you're not him, or you're not that person on Instagram, da-da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't have the sauce I had before, and when I say sauce, I don't necessarily mean, like, good looking, you know what I'm saying? Anyone can have sauce, but you don't really have sauce until you know who you are and you fully accept who you like. You got confidence in who you are. Because a lot of people that like their self-esteem and shit is low, their self-esteem, confidence is shot. You know, whether they was raised up, people talked about them all the time. But once you just know, you know what I'm saying, you are who you are and you embrace that and no one can, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know, that's what most girls like. They like confidence. Like, that's why you always see him, how did this dude get this girl? That because you shy and you this and he just not trying to be somebody he not, you know what I'm saying? Once you know who you are, that's what I mean when you got sauce. Like, so like I said, I didn't have the sauce I had before, because in high school, I was like 5'4", I was just growing up, you know what I'm saying? I was around a bunch of white girls, and I was just like, I was real hesitant. So I'm like, why me? You know what I'm saying? Why? I was low-key chubby, I was slim fat, slim thick, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why? Like, there's no way you want to talk to me. Da, da, da. And then, so when she said this, so when she started saying this, and like, I'm done talking to you after this. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm gonna send the photo. Once I send it, I'm done talking to you. So she was basically bluffing me, like she played poker or something. In your head, you can be like, dang, is it really worth stop talking to this girl? Because I'm like, she real confident about sending this photo. So what if she really do send it? It's her. And then she stopped talking to me. I'm like, damn, I just lost a good looking ass girl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so now I feel bad. I feel bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm like, you know what, you right. I shouldn't have to do all that. Cause I asked her to call me. I was asking her to do a lot of things, like call me, do this, da, 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 and she did all them things. So now I'm like, yeah, I'm probably am doing too much. So she flipped the script. She played victim. She played victim and flipped the script. That's why I don't let these girls play victim no more. You want to play victim? Adios, amigo. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people start playing victim, they hiding something. That's why, like, you know what, my bad. You know what, you right. I've been doing too much, yada, yada, yada. Then she was like, after we was done the argument, like, calm down. She's like, if you still want me to send it, like, I'll send it. Like, I know, like, why you're so worried. I'm in a different state. She's like, do you want me to? She's bluffing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, that's cool. You don't gotta do that. I should have known, but it's like she heard their bluff was so good because she knew I was gonna say no. She's like, "Are you sure? Like, I will send it." You know what I'm saying? It's basically like somebody saying like, "Oh yeah, I got it. The money's in here. Like, do you want to see it? Like with an empty case." You know what I'm saying? Like, I will show you that. You know, do you want to see it? Like, basically that's how it was. And I'm like, no, you don't got to do that. I should have just said, you know what? Yeah, send a photo, but it would have been something else. So after that, I'm like, you know, she was real confident about sending that photo. There's no way this is fake. So you know what I'm saying? It's the weekend. We got like one more week of school, and it's the weekend. I'm like, okay, I wake up, do my thing, brush my teeth. So, I woke up the next morning, brushed my teeth, got my daily routine. You know, my mom always had us brush our teeth like 2-3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all brushing y'all teeth out there. So I was like, brush my teeth. I made my raisin bran, put my raisin bran in a cup, put some milk in it. Yes, I eat my cereal in a cup. Yeah, my mom, they always call me weird for it. My family always call me weird. I put my cereal in a cup. I put milk in a cup, so eat my cereal. When that's gone, I got a nice cup of milk. What's wrong with that? You feel me? So I get the cup. So then I get on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, because I had an iPod Touch. I get on Facebook on my little iPod Touch. Oh my goodness. I get on Facebook on my little iPod Touch. I thought somebody was at my door. And I'm like, it said new notification. Cindy Perkins is in a relationship with a guy from school, Brandon. And I'm like, Braggy? Who he? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, so like I said, we wasn't talking or dating, so it's not like I could be mad, but low key, it's like a pinch, like. Cause just the day before, she telling me like, oh yeah, you cute, you this, you that, I really wish I lived closer to you. I'm like, yeah, you know you fine too. Like the girl is fine. I was talking, and like I said, when people get catfish, I'm talking about the freaking girl. You know what I'm saying? I had to clear something up. But basically, what we just talking about? She just told me about dudes in a relationship. I found out they was in a relationship, and like I said, the day before, she was just telling me like, you cute, you this, you all this stuff. She telling me all these things, but at the same time, we never talked about like that because like she lived in a different state. Obviously, she looked good. You know what I'm saying? She was saying all these things, but I never like caught feelings for I never caught feelings for her or nothing. But at the same time, you telling me all these things. Then next thing you know, now you in a relationship with dude. So I'm like, it wasn't like you broke my heart. It just pinched you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, something's definitely off. Like he was just talking about how he was talking to this girl. Next thing you know, she told me there was nothing to it. Like, they just friends. And then next thing you know, a day later, now they're in a relationship. So I'm like, okay, investigative mail is here. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be an FBI agent my whole life. So now I'm just here. It was time to investigate. So I'm like, I text her. Okay, I thought y'all wasn't talking to the. Well, we just started talking on the phone last night and talking, and we talked for hours. And next thing you know, it just happened. Okay, it just happened. You feel me? But like I said, at this point, I look salty. I look like I'm just a salty, bitter dude, right? But no, Mel always knows of his surroundings. Everything that goes on around me, everything, I know. Like, I laugh, I joke, I do all that. But I know everything. You know what I'm saying? I just don't speak on a lot of things because it's better to keep things to yourself. Because if you 2 steps ahead of somebody, you won. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, y'all just talking, whatever. And then I'm like, that's a little weird. So then next thing you know, dude starts subliminally Facebooking about me. So you know, Twitter wasn't really around; it was just not coming up. But he started subliminally making posts about me. People used to talk about how I can't get girls, and now I got a better looking girl than all them, and I done even took somebody girl. I said, I know you ain't talking to me. I said, so now I'm like, it's definitely about me. Like, if you feel like something's about you, then most likely it's about you. So I'm like, and even earlier that year, we used to get into it in PE. Like, people used to clown him out, because he was like short. And people used to clown him out, he didn't get girls, he was this. Because he always had that short man syndrome. He'd come at people, and when we let him know about himself, he would get upset. He'd come at us, man, shut up, you get no hoes, you get no females, you ugly, you freaking 5 foot, you will never be nothing, you know what I'm saying? So when somebody tell him about himself, he would get upset. So now all of a sudden he's winning, he's on top, he got the girl, all these people he's just hating, and he even stole my girl, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I look real bitter, you know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact that girl not real. So at this point I'm like, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this shit. So we get to PE the next morning. So I tell Miss Romance, I'm like, yo, I gotta use the bathroom, because we always like a locker room after we was in the gym. He gave me the key, I go in the bathroom, open his locker, there's his iPod Touch sitting there. And y'all like, Jmell, you didn't steal it, did you? No, I just borrowed it. You know what I'm saying? I just borrowed it for the 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So I borrowed it, took it out, had a passcode on it, 0000, like everybody made their passcode, 0000.
Yeah.
Like I said, at this point, you like low key that you breaking into his phone, like it's theft. No, it's not theft. I put it back, and 2 minutes later, I just had to. They call me. I'm gonna get to the bottom of situations. When I need to get to the bottom of situations. That's just how life. You go to Facebook. So when you go to Facebook, you know, if you have multiple accounts like Twitter accounts, you can always go to my accounts or switch profile and then show all the profiles you log into. I get to his Facebook. I find it. It's all of this. I'm like, I go to his messenger at first. And then I'm like, okay, so he is messaging. But there was actually messages to this Cindy girl. So this man was crazy, cray. So then I go to my accounts, my profile, switch profile. Who is it? Cindy Perkins. I was not that bitter, just, oh, you got your girl finesse, you just bitter. I wasn't that dude. I knew I wasn't. Even in my head, I was like, maybe you are that person. I saw that, I'm like, oh, okay. He actually sent it. The crazy part is, you set all this up just to prove to, like I said, but this is how people are. He didn't have the sauce. You know what I'm saying? So he had to do all this just to prove to us he can get a girl, and then he just wanted to take my girl, and then So he even telling people like, Jmell, all right, we back. And we gonna finish this, all right. Because this camera keep down. But like I said, he was saying all this stuff. Like, I took Jmell girl, she used to talk to her. So I'm like, so once I found this out, I didn't say nothing. I go home and I'm still talking to this girl as if I didn't know, and I'm just playing with his head at this point. I'm like, yeah, bro, like, I was like, yes. I was like, make sure Brandon okay and stuff. She like, why? What you mean? I know this is Brandon. I was like, because a lot of people at school, like, he don't know this, but people be talking about him behind his back. He always get made fun of, but people don't really say it to his face, and he low-key like one of the lamest kids at school. And she was like, it doesn't seem that way. So he defended himself through her. It doesn't seem that way. I mean, you go to his Facebook, people are like, yeah, but at school they be talking about him behind his back. I'm just making up a bunch of shit just to mess with him. So I get to school the next day though, because I watched that show Catfish that day. Like, I was searching up catfish, and they said you can Google, you can take some of my images, you can drop it into Google, it will search the whole internet for that picture. So I finally found a real girl. Her name was like Jessica something, who lived in like southern Tennessee, because she had like cowgirl stuff on. So I knew like she ain't living no fucking whatever, California, wherever it was at. So I'm like, okay, that was her. So I found the real her. I ain't really say nothing to her, but I'm like, I get to the locker room. So I'm like, I'm just gonna take away everything you made and created, make it seem like a lie. Because we get to the locker room, I'm like, yo, you know that girl you dating? I'm like, bro, here's the real profile. I said it in front of everybody. I didn't say I knew it was him, but I said, yo, she a catfish, look. So everybody like, damn, yo, Brandon, she is a catfish. Brandon's the catfish. But nobody know. I'm not gonna expose him like that. I'm not that cold-hearted. But now, you look like you dating a catfish. and now you look stupid. You know you the catfish, and now you don't got that girl no more. And you ain't take nobody, girl. Like, so basically everything he tried to create, that little aura persona, was gone. You know what I'm saying? And I was happy with that, because at the end of the day, I could have said, and y'all know he's a catfish, but then I would have proved that I broke into his phone. I probably got suspended, so I didn't want to go that route. But like I said, I'm gonna always have him on that mental, you know what I'm saying? So at this point, he feeling stupid, like, dang, man, that's messed up. And they like, dang, bro, you got catfish. So now his whole little fantasy of the world he created, you know what I'm saying, was gone. And, you know, your boy Mel came out on top, you know what I'm saying? Even though I still to this day, he don't know that I know it was him, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I got catfish. But it's still, bro, you was a dude. You told me I was cute. I felt violated. You told me I was cute. That's just what irked me, like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? But I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Like, comment, subscribe for more story times. But until then, it's your boy, Jmell, and I'm